Earlier this week, Glencore began a business rescue process at one of its optimum coal units in South Africa. This means over 600 mine workers will lose their jobs. The news did not sit well with the Department of Minerals, which in turn suspended Glencore's license to operate, saying it did not follow procedure.
Perhaps the minister was saying, I am trying to send a message that is clear to the mining industry that you cannot simply just retrench people and not follow proper procedure.
In its defense, Glencore said it cannot afford to keep its operations running. The issue, it seems, is Eskom. Glencore supplies Eskom with 5.5 million tons of coal annually. However, due to historical agreements, Glencore claims Eskom is paying it way below the cost price and is not willing to renegotiate. The mines minister convened an emergency meeting Wednesday to resolve the issue, but it's become clear that the entire mining industry in South Africa is in deep trouble.
The mining horse has long bolted and it cannot be recovered. So what must happen now, we must look for a contingency plan. And I always argue that that seems to be lacking in our policymakers.
The private sector cannot be expected to continue operating at escalating losses indefinitely just for the sake of keeping jobs going. You know, that will just mean the destruction of jobs in due course.
23,000 jobs in the mining industry have been lost since April this year, and over 10,000 more jobs are on the line in the next few months. Mining houses say they're battling with falling commodity prices and rising input costs. Power costs have spiked significantly as Eskom tries to ramp up supply. Labour costs have also risen. There's also concern of more strike action as gold sector wage negotiations continue to deadlock.
Unfortunately, within our context, within South Africa, mining and labor and all the stakeholders have always talked past each other. I call it a charade. They never really face the issues honestly. Them, labor, government, and the business sector of mining. And I think at this time in our economy, we cannot afford to have that.
South Africa's mining industry is still highly labor-intensive compared to the rest of the world. But its contribution to GDP has declined to just 7%. Deep ore bodies have made it more expensive and dangerous to mine. Moves to mechanize have become more urgent.
Education of workers has to go along at a faster rate because we are inevitably going to find in due course, as mining mechanization moves ahead, there will be fewer, better paid workers.
The mines minister will continue to meet with Glencore, Eskom and other mining houses this week to look for solutions. In the meantime, the Chamber of Mines will continue wage talks with the unions. AMCU this week rejected the pay offer on the table but agreed to reconsider with its members. The National Union of Mine Workers and other unions will announce their decision Friday. Sumitra Nadu, CCTV, Johannesburg.